Before we start today's activity, we wanted to introduce ourselves for those who still don't know us. My name is Hana. I'm originally from Barcelona, but currently living in Oaxaca, Mexico. I'm a freelance interaction and content designer. I'm also a mentor at a UX writing school. And I really love mentoring and helping people grow and find their passions. And I believe in the transformative power of creativity, of co-creation, and that's why we decided to launch with Megan the community Confidently Creative.
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm chiming in from the Midwest USA today, back home visiting family for the holidays. I'm usually based in Berlin. And like Hannah, I'm also driven by the power of co-creation, which is why I started Finesse, where I collaborate with freelancers on branding and content projects for clients. I also have a calling to support folks in finding their yeah, fun, and flow, which is where I bring somatics into sessions as a creative coach. Hannah and I have been building up Confidently Creative since crossing paths and passions this summer. We officially launched the community a couple of weeks ago and are really excited to celebrate with you through this end of the year get together. In short, we're a global online community all about connection and creative empowerment.
Yes, so we are on Patreon. We just launched, and when you join for free, these are some of the things that you will enjoy. We have monthly theme newsletters for inspiration and creativity. We will launch creative challenges. We will also have guest speakers, fireside chats, and we will hold global creative mastermind sessions where you can meet other professionals and also hold each other accountable in your goals, and many other things that we will be building as we go. So please join.
Hannah and I figured that everyone could all use a little reflective and creative 90-minute pause during this hectic time of year. So we designed today's event to gain clarity through an artistic activity that connects us with our creativity.
As we reach the end of the year, it's natural to reflect back and think of all the things good and not so good that happened, all the experiences, the learnings, the losses, the wins. So the idea behind this exercise is to help us appreciate and integrate all of those experiences and understand what we are able to do, what we are able to overcome, and end the year feeling empowered and ready with a new and fresh energy.
Ideally, you brought an open mind and are already in a quiet place with a comfortable seat or laying down options. And as a reminder, you will need 2 blank sheets of paper and your coloring utensils of choice, be it colored pencils, crayons, or even paints. You'll also need a separate canvas per se to be the base of your creation, and that can be an actual canvas or a postcard like cardstock, a small piece of cardboard, or just another piece of paper. Oh, and don't forget that pair of scissors and glue stick. This is where we're starting at Station U or Tu Estación, and from Platform 2023 this year. And to kind of like set you in the mood and instill some stillness, I wanted to share a poem that I wrote recently. Hannah actually showcased some of her art that's on the banner, the event banner, her beautiful watercolor. So I wanted to bring a little bit of my poetry, my art into today as well, just to inspire. And if you want to even start with your eyes closed here, by all means, but I also know some people like to read along when it comes to poetry. So yeah, it's called Sitting Still. I sit still, the train moves, moving me away from you. But am I really farther from you when I'm closer to me? And who is this you speak of? You are me, I am you. So that's just a little poem to, quiet the mind, the body a little bit, to sit you still in your seats. I'm just, kind of curious, how does that resonate with you? How do those words feel on your heart, your mind? your body. Yeah, just take a moment to ponder on that. And I'm going to set this scene somatically for you. There might be some sounds you hear as well. And really just get cozy, get comfy. Find that comfortable seat if you're not already in it. Lie down if you prefer. And yeah, close those eyes. We're going to start with some deep breaths as well, just to, this time of year is just really, really buzzing. So let's try and like bring that buzz down to a low damper and ease into your body, ease into the mat, feel the weight of it. Feel yourself melt across your mat. If it helps, you can put your hands on your chest, maybe one on your stomach. If you're seated, maybe even in your lap. If you're laying down, even maybe alongside you. Yeah, and just allow yourself to really just melt, sink, be. Take those deep breaths, allow for stillness to wash over your body. Kind of start picturing yourself at this estación two, your station. You're sitting there, kind of standing there waiting for the train, your train, to pull up. Maybe you even hear the trains coming and going. Let the soundtrack of the train tracks soothe you. Continue to focus on your breath. Let everything kind of just melt along in the background. Drop your shoulders, drop your to-do list. You know what? I think I see your train pulling up. Yeah, I do. Looks like it's conveniently parked right in front of you, your train car. The doors open up and you climb up those stairs and walk the aisle to find your seat right at the window. And you know, I just heard the whistle. I think it's ready for departure. So all aboard. I'll pass this off to Hannah now. She'll guide you through this first section of the journey.
Okay, so we're just sitting, relaxing on the train, and we're going to do a special trip, and we're going to recall some of the challenging or slightly difficult situations that we have experienced and overcome this year. And we will do this gently, just as an observer looking out the window. So as the train moves forward, you look out the window and start to see the images of the first months of the year, either winter or summer, depending on where you live. And you see January, February, and March pass before your eyes. And as you see the images come and go, let any difficult or challenging situations of these months come back to your memory. Try to remember where you were, what were you doing, who was with you. And again, we're doing this just as an observer. So let these memories pass before your eyes and without getting involved, just observing the images. If some of these memories are somehow too painful, you can skip them. This is just a train to remember all the things that we have overcome. So you can choose what you want to remember. Slowly, the train is coming to a stop, and you're gonna get off the train and walk around. And you're gonna choose one of the situations that made you connect with negative emotions like sadness or fear, anger, from these very first 3 months. And again, with as an observer, trying not to get too much involved, but we're gonna go a bit into detail. Where exactly were you? Who was with you? Did anyone help out? Um, how did it feel going through this situation? Notice where you feel the emotions in the body and breathe in to give them space. If at any moment you feel overwhelmed, just come back to the body, your breathing. Um, yeah. Try to remain an observer and be aware of how it feels in the body. How did you handle this situation? What did you learn about yourself? Let's breathe in one more time and give space to whatever we're feeling right now. And as we breathe out, try to let go of these memories. And we slowly go back to the train. We reach our seat and we will continue our journey. And this time for spring or fall, depending on where we live, we're gonna watch how the scenery changes as we see April, May, and June through the window. Where were you around that time? What were you doing? Any particular difficult or challenging memory that you can remember? Again, try to remain an observer and not get involved. Simply watch the memories as they come and go, as if you were watching a movie. Slowly, the train stops again. And just as we did before, you get off to observe in detail a particular experience from the second quarter of the year. See what was the background, where were you, what was the weather, who were you with. How, how does it feel in the body? And trying to connect with how we handle this situation and who was there to support us. What does situation say about us? What is important for us? Deep breath in, deep breath out. Let go of any memories, feelings, sensations. Because we're moving on. We get on the train again, and it's time for the summer warmth or winter cold of July, August, and September. How does the scenery change? What happened during these months? Are there any sad or difficult situations that come to mind? See the images come and go. Don't try to get involved. And as we did before, slowly the train stops and you decide to get off and wander around and revisit some memory from this third quarter that you want to observe in detail. What happened? Where were you? Who were you with? Remember to connect with your body, give it space to any emotions. And again, let's breathe out and release all these difficult sensations, emotions, because we're moving on again and it's time to revisit the end of this year. So as you come back to the train and sit down, you look out the window and observe how the scenery changes, because we're going to observe these past months, October, November, and December. Simply sit down and observe the new images that come and go. Again, the train comes to a stop, and again, you decide to get off and observe one of the situations in detail. What happened? Who was there with you? Breathe deeply, giving space to any emotions that arise. See if you feel them somewhere in the body. What did you need at that time? Let's use our breath to soften and release any difficult feelings. And yeah, let them go. It's time to get back on the train. And as it moves forward, you recognize the station U, the station that we just saw at the beginning. And slowly we start to become more aware of our body, our breath. Maybe you want to gently stretch your arms as if you were waking up. Make any movements you feel your body needs to return to the present moment. And whenever you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes and sit up.
Welcome back. How was it? Now we're actually going to integrate all those memories and emotions that you've collected on this train ride in a first art activity. So once you've like really come to, and feel free to move as needed, as your body and mind need right now, to kind of come back to, your desk or a table where you'll be able to create this first piece. And so you'll grab one of those pieces of paper and choose a color that best represents the emotions that you experienced in this first ride. And just start drawing, painting, doodling, and don't think too hard about it. Just kind of let yourself, pen or paintbrush, just be carried away with what you've collected on this ride. And don't feel like you have to be stuck on that color. You can choose multiple, whatever represents, this first, I guess, the not so good memories of 2023. And yeah, we'll keep an eye on the time, and we're gonna let you go, let you be, and we'll let you know. Like I said, feel free to turn on or off your cameras and just create.
En español, por si alguien no lo ha entendido, es el momento de dejar salir esas emociones en forma de color. En uno de los papeles elegimos algún lápiz de color o pintura y simplemente vamos a dejarnos llevar. No hay que representar nada en particular. Simplemente pues, expresar aquello que hemos sentido en este viaje.
I'll give you like another minute or so. All right, if can kind of come to a bit of a stopping point, slow your flow a bit. We're gonna get you back and ready for another train ride. This one's the more joyous one, happy times, reflecting back on all the good wins and successes and yeah, just happy memories of 2023. So yeah, when you feel like you're get to a good stopping point, set your stuff aside and start slowing your breath, movements, and get back into the body. Kind of same thing at Station U, to Estación, and awaiting the arrival of this fun train. And yeah, whatever that means for you, if you need to close your eyes right now, close them, lay down if you were preferring the yoga mat, and yeah, take just a few deep breaths. And again, to notice where those breaths fall and flow into the body. Notice the subtle sensations of a tingle or a tinge in a toe. Yeah, just to get out a little bit of the mind and where you were flowing with the artwork back into Station U, awaiting that happy train. Yeah, had the soundtrack going originally, but yeah, I think you have the kind of playing back in your mind, just the tracks, the sound of trains coming and going. And actually, in fact, looks like yours is arriving. And there you go, conveniently, with your train car parked right up in front. You hop back on, climb those stairs, walk the aisle to find your seat at the window, but this time you're on the opposite side of the aisle. So get cozy, settle in, and yeah, I think I hear that whistle. It's ready to roll. So all aboard.
Okay, so we're ready for another train ride. And this time, as we sit down, we can feel the sun rays in our face. It's a very gentle temperature. The scenery is beautiful, and we're very excited for what is coming up. So, as we did before, we look out of the window and see images of the first months of the year, January, February, March, but this time with a positive outlook. We're gonna let any happy and exciting moments of the beginning of the year come back to us. Who was there with us? Where were you? And what was the situation? Remember to let these memories just simply pass before your eyes as an observer without getting involved, just observing images from these first months. And as we did before, the train comes to a stop and we choose one of the memories and get off the train and observe that special moment for us. Anything that causes you happiness, peace, excitement. What was happening at the time? How were you feeling? See how it feels in the body. Let's breathe in, give them give them space, give those feelings space, amplify the emotions for a little bit. And as we breathe out, we let them go. And we slowly go back to the train, releasing these memories. And we continue our journey, this time with the months of April, May, and June. And as we look through the window, we see how the scenery changes. Where were you during these months? And what were you doing? Remember that we are just an observer. We let those images come and go. And slowly the train stops. And you get off to observe more in detail one of these situations, a particularly beautiful experience from the second quarter of the year. There any sound or any any music in the background, or there any beautiful scenery or any smell? Remember how you enjoyed this situation and who was there to share them with you, and as well how you feel these emotions in the body. What does this memory say about you? Let's breathe in, give, give those memories more space in our body, and breathe out to gently let them go. And it's time to go back to the train. And it's time for the warm months of July, August, and September, or maybe it was winter for you. What happened during these months? Any particular happy memories that appear in the scenery? Slowly the train stops again, and you get off to observe in detail one of the positive and happy memories. And yeah, try to remember, how was it like? Why is this memory important for you? Remember to connect with your body. Where do you feel those emotions? And let's breathe in again. Give those feelings and emotions space. And as we breathe out, we let go. And yeah, now it's time to go back on the train and revisit the end of this year. So this time, when we look out the window, we observe any happy or exciting or peaceful situations from October, moving through November, and finally these first days of December. You slowly feel how the train is stopping again, and you're excited to get off and observe one of these situations more in detail. Maybe something unexpected or something that you were waiting for a long time. See how you feel these memories, these sensations in the body. Let's breathe in once more. Connect with a feeling of gratitude and slowly release. And it's time to get back on the train for one last time. And yeah, you recognize in the distance the station U, and slowly the train comes to a stop. You breathe in, you become more aware of your hands, legs, become more aware of your body and the space around you. Maybe even gently stretch as if you were waking up, moving very slowly in whatever way your body is asking you to do. And whenever you are ready, you can slowly open your eyes and sit up if you're laying down.
And yeah, welcome back again for the second art activity here. Same thing as before, basically picking a color and just going with the flow on that second piece of paper, the blank one. Yeah, let those emotions flow. And you don't have to stick to one color or utensil. Maybe you've got multiple pens and paints. So go with it. We'll let you know when it's time. So we'll give you about the same amount. So just enjoy, reliving those happy memories.
More minutes.
All right, start to wrap up this piece of art. Maybe some final strokes, doodles. Because we got one last creative act for you all. And that's a tribute to 2023. And yeah, I'll let Hana also explain this one.
Yes, so as we just saw, 2023 brought a bit of everything, some more difficult situations, other that were really fulfilling and happy. And we just crafted two very different pieces of art, but now we're gonna create a new one as a tribute to 2023. And how we're gonna do this is we're gonna take first drawing, el primer dibujo, and you're just gonna observe what parts of the drawing, any particular shapes or color combinations that are really appealing to you. It doesn't have to be anything specific. It can be just a random shape or just two colors, one next to the other. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our scissors and we're just gonna cut out the places, the pieces of the drawing that, we somehow they're appealing. Don't be afraid to undoing what you already did. We're gonna create something different out of this. So we're gonna give you a few minutes for that. And yeah, we'll continue with the rest.
I'll give you about another minute. It's been a minute, Hana. If you think you need to give him more, go for it. But I just know what's to come. I was telling Hana earlier, like, I wonder when the last time some of these folks showed up to a event needing scissors, glue stick, and paints. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Forget how to use scissors. So yeah, I think that's probably about time because we'll be doing this on the other side, right?
Yes, so we're gonna do the same with the second drawing. And we're just gonna cut out the pieces that we really like from this drawing. Yeah, just let your intuition guide you. You don't have to do a specific shape or anything. It can be just a tiny bit if that's how you feel. Just simply observe what appeals to you and cut it out.
Should have had you all sign a waiver if you cut yourself on your end of the stick. That's on you. So just paper cuts, scissor cuts. I'll give you a little bit more time.
Okay, let's move on. So now maybe you may have guessed what's going to happen now, but we are going to create a third artwork from the cutouts from the previous drawings. And that's where you take your canvas, your extra piece of paper or whatever you want to use. And we're gonna use our glue stick to create some sort of collage with all the different bits and pieces that you liked from the previous drawings. And you can combine the shapes to represent something in particular. Maybe you see that it looks like a flower or whatever, or you can just do something completely abstract. Again, let your intuition guide you. And once you've created this new artwork, you can also write or draw or paint on top of that. This is your tribute to 2023. And it's a powerful exercise to understand that in life, there's always light and shadow. And that's what makes it beautiful, because we learn about ourselves, we learn what's important for us, we learn to overcome obstacles, and we learn to enjoy also happiness. So yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. We have about 10 minutes maybe.
Just a couple more minutes here.
Okay, slowly finish. You will have time to finish this on your own time when you want. I don't know. Does anyone want to share your drawing or your feelings, sensations, anything you'd like to share? Are you speaking, Megan? Because you're muted.
I was. You think I know how to do this by now. You're muted. Yeah, I was just saying, yeah, no pressure to share. But it's a small group, so I don't think any of us bite. But yeah, just anything really, like if you want to share what you created or how this activity was for you. Yeah, anything. Happy to hear or see.
I just want to say that really enjoyed it. I'm a visual person, so for me it really works when somebody's narrating a story. I can really bring up all the emotions, and it was emotional for me. So thank you. Very therapeutic. I love combining art and therapy. It's like my favorite thing. This is my piece. Well,
Wow.
this one obviously is the beginning of the year. I mean, it's self-explanatory, my feelings and all that. And yeah, these purple things are petals from the tree that grows in Portugal, maybe in Spain as well. It blooms in the spring. The entire city is purple. I think the tree is called Jaracanda or something like this.
Yeah.
It's my
Hiragana
best.
in Spanish. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite memory of the year because I was able to take my mom to Portugal and she's never been anywhere. And it meant a lot for me to see her happy. And I've never seen these trees before. The entire journey was amazing. But it just stuck to me the beauty of the trip. And this is so weird seeing these two things combined in one piece. Like I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know. It's amazing. I guess I have to think about this, but well, this is it.
It's beautiful, Inga.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
I go to my finger
That
now.
was maybe you don't have to think and just understand somehow.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's how it works. Sometimes, like you do, something inside understands. even if you can't put it into words, but that was so beautiful. It also happened to me that some of the beautiful memories was more like, yeah, something beautiful happening, but maybe not a specific moment. So more like a general feeling of beauty or things like this. So yeah,
Yeah.
it can happen. It doesn't have to be something super specific. But thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Anyone else wants to say something?
You will have an opportunity to share on socials if you guys have accounts on Instagram. So yeah, if not here, and you want to take a snapshot of your art or finish it and get it to where you want it, and you can tag us at our Instagram account, confidently.creative.co, and with the hashtag Creative Farewell 2023. We'll see what comes through the wire there. But yeah, that's kind of the end of it. I mean, yeah, we started with a little bit of technical difficulties, but we ended with some nice creative release from that intro chaos. And look at the beautiful art that came from it. Wow, really moving just to even hear that, Inga. So thank you. Yeah, I guess so. That was quite the ride, a couple of rides. So yeah, I mean, take it easy on your guys' selves today and the next days as emotions come up through this exercise. Take all the rest you need. You know, again, this being that time of year where everything just seems to go flying by, to just, yeah, remember that you've got a ground below you and you've been through some stuff this year, and yeah, good and not so good. And yeah, just take care. And when you need some friends, we've got this online community on Patreon, as we mentioned. We're trying to build up this global online space where we can be there for each other and create art and connection, and yeah, hold each other accountable on projects, and empower each other, because I think that's what, like I mentioned earlier, we all need. So yeah, and yeah, Hana, I mean, we have our LinkedIn on here, so you guys can connect with us there as well. We're always here for you. And yeah, the recording, yes, thank you. We'll be sending an email, which is just this kind of reminder of how to do the community, and that's where the recording will be. And if you have any friends that would be interested in going through this journey as you just went through, by all means, share it with them. The more, the merrier.
Thank you so much. I really feel very, yeah, I'm happy and grateful that you came to spend some time with us and work on your emotions and memories and your art. So thank you so much for coming. And I hope to see you again soon, in person or online.
Same.
Thank you.
And
Thanks so much.
happy end of the year. Happy holidays.
Oh yeah, for you as well.
Forget that we're like at the beginning-ish of December, that it's like, yeah, it's that time of year. And hope this kind of helped close out 2023 to open up 2024 for an even bigger
New train.
Mhm.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Ciao, ciao.